From the high desert and the great American Southwest, how did you all? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in whatever time zone, wherever you are in the world. This is Coast to Coast AM, and I'm Art Bell. Great to be here. Lots to do tonight. Richard C. Hoagland will be with us in the next hour. Lots to update you on, like those Russian photographs, and lots of intrigue going on with all of that. So that'll be next hour. This hour, I don't know. We'll do open lines, whatever. The United States reached critical agreement. Oh, wait a minute. I've got some stuff on the website for you.
He's now heard on 437 stations in the United States and Canada. He's on the internet worldwide. He has approximately 12 million listeners. He's on all night long. 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. are his broadcast hours. Many times you hear him late at night, in the early hours of the morning. Late evening, he's on. Where did all this start? Where did you come from suddenly?
I came from the world of rock and roll. I was in radio for, Larry, about 20 years.
A jock.
A jock, that's right. And then I finally got out, up and down the dial. You know, I got fed up with the whole gypsy existence, and I left radio. And I went and I worked in microwave for about 6 years, and I built a cable company. And then I got bored. Have you ever tried to stay away from this?
Well, it's impossible business.
It's impossible.
So why come back in as an all-night host? Or is that the way you came back in?
There was a radio station, a 50,000-watt station in Las Vegas. And one day they came to me as I worked in cable, and they said, gee, wouldn't you like to do a little talk radio again? How about doing, a little weekend work? And that was the beginning of the end. I was sucked back in. Pretty soon, there I am doing a daytime show, asking, this 50,000-watt station covers about 13 states at night. I'd love to have a shot at that. And they gave me a shot. And I did that for 10 years. And then we began syndication. And here I am today. So I was sucked back into radio.
Why all night?
You did an all-night show, too.
I started this.
You began that way, right?
Yeah.
I love all night. And I would never leave it. And I think there's something special about the nighttime and nighttime people.
How did you get into, for want of a better term, the bag you got into of things occultish?
Evolution.
Things different.
Evolution. A slow evolution. I didn't do it quickly. These are things that fascinate me. Absolutely fascinate me. So I would slowly inject them as I was doing radio programs. And I found the audience reacted well. I enjoyed doing it. The ratings reflected the fact that it was working. And so it was a slow evolution.
Do you think it works more at night than, say, if you were doing the same thing?
I don't think it would work at all during the day.
Because?
Not a chance. Because nighttime people are different. When nighttime comes, the buzz of the day slows down, the phones aren't ringing, you're not going crazy in the office. You have time to sit down and think about esoteric things.
And the attention span's greater.
Much greater.
You know who this is, right? This is that incredible woman back in Music City named Crystal Gayle. Crystal Gayle sang this song for me quite some time ago. Came out here to the desert and handed it to me and said, here, listen to this. And the more I've listened, the more I've understood exactly what it means to me and the things I believe. And guess what? Here is Crystal Gayle. Crystal, welcome to the program.
It's great to be with you.
Gosh, it's good to have you back on the air again. It's good to hear your voice.
Oh, it's great to hear you.
Listen, not just the tune, but the song, there's such deep meaning in it for me, and it hit me like a brick as time went on. Sometimes I'm a little slow, but boy, did it hit me, Crystal. Yikes.
Well, it's a song that, your show, it means a lot to people. It has meant so much to so many different people that I've talked through the whole country, So I know, that's what the song meant to me, is what your show did, that's what it came out.
Oh, that's
we're all searching for something.
Yes, we are. And it's just so dead right all the way through. We may be moving too quickly. We are in kind of a quickening, aren't we?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Think how the world has changed and the things we are concerned about today versus what we were concerned about when we were young.
Oh, I know. And then, you read about what the weather's doing all over the world and what the flooding that hasn't happened in years and years and years, and you think, well, I think your book is coming true.
Yeah, it is indeed coming. And by the way, that book, Global Superstorm, is about to be a movie.
I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, I am too. That's really neat. Hey, you haven't cut your hair, have you?
No, not yet. I've been inching it back.
Don't cut your hair. It's the same thing I tell Ramona. Don't you cut your hair. I love long hair, and you're the queen.
Well, it was just something I started with. I had long hair as a kid, and my mother always kept my hair really, really, really short because she worked and she couldn't take care of it. So, she'd send me off to school, or my sisters would, and, they wouldn't comb it or anything. So she kept it short so it looked halfway decent because she wasn't there. She was a nurse, and she'd work the midnight shift a lot. So, when I could grow my hair, I wanted hair to put in a ponytail. So that's why I have long hair.
Well, I cannot tell you how I appreciate everything you've done. Your visits out here, the song, my gosh, Crystal, thank you. On behalf of everybody who's enjoyed it, and believe me, I get 1 million requests for that song.
Well, it's a way of saying thank you to you because I've enjoyed your show, and like I said, there's so many people that their heart is broken that the show is not going to be, you're not going to be there. So, but I know we go on to other things. There's a higher calling.
We do, and the old one door closes, another door opens, and believe me, I'm all the way through another door already. So, my life will be busy and full and rich, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter.
Well, I'm excited for you, but I'm going to miss this part, but I know it'll be rewarding in others.
Crystal?
But I just wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. And
the very same to you. It's already the New Year there, isn't it?
Yes, it is in Nashville. It's
came in safely, I trust.
Yes, everything went well.
Super.
And I hope it does in your area too.
Okay. Good night, Crystal. Not goodbye. Just good night, and thank you so much.
Oh, good night to you.
Good night.
Thank you.
What a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. That's Crystal Gayle.
Let's run down some things. You believe aliens have abducted some people on this planet?
I believe it's possible.
Yes. Believe Whitley Strieber?
I do. Whitley's a good friend.
Crop circles?
Undeniable. Doug and Dave with a chain and board? Well, yes, that accounts for some of them. Not 10-acre crop circles with 192 rings.
Ghosts?
Absolutely.
People call about ghosts?
All the time.
They hear them? See them?
Yes. Here it is. This is, my audience will understand what this is. What you have in your hand is bismuth and magnesium. And it is from Roswell. This is ostensibly from the crash at Roswell, New Mexico. This has been examined by just about every rare metals, exotic metals manufacturer in the country. It's been to Sandia. It's been to all the great labs of the country. Nobody knows how it's made. Nobody knows how it's kept together. It should be pure dust. Nobody knows where it came from. Most likely explanation, it was put together in space. Now, what you're holding in your hand is impossible. That bismuth and magnesium could be put together is simply impossible. Now, by the way, we had it tested at Carnegie in Washington, and I forget the type of radiation, but it's 60 times normal. So you might want to put it back.
I think that's a good idea.